Yo, what's up everyone? It's Daryl and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that's been generating a ton of buzz: artificial intelligence. And no, we're not just talking about robots taking over the world, although that's always a fun thought experiment. We're going to break down the different types of AI, from the ones already changing our lives to those still on the horizon. Think about it. AI is already powering your smartphone's voice assistant, recommending your next binge-worthy show, and even driving those self-driving cars we're starting to see on the roads. So buckle up, because we're about to explore the exciting and sometimes complex world of AI and how it's poised to revolutionize our future. First up, let's talk about the holy grail of AI, artificial general intelligence, or AGI. Now, this is the stuff of science fiction, at least for now. We're talking about creating a machine that can learn and understand any intellectual task that a human can. Imagine a computer that can write a symphony, design a skyscraper, and even debate philosophy, all on its own. AGI is about replicating the adaptability and cognitive abilities of the human brain, which is no easy feat. It's a challenge that has researchers and developers pushing the boundaries of computer science, neuroscience, and even philosophy. While we haven't cracked the code to AGI just yet, the pursuit itself is fueling incredible advancements in AI research. And who knows, maybe one day we'll have machines that can not only think, but also truly understand the world around them. Okay, so while AGI is still a way off, artificial intelligence, or AI as we generally know it, is already making waves in a big way. This is the AI we interact with every day, even if we don't realize it. From the algorithms that curate your social media feeds to the voice assistants that answer your questions, AI is all around us. These systems are designed to mimic human intelligence, allowing them to perform tasks like image recognition, language translation, and even decision-making. Think about the last time you used facial recognition to unlock your phone or asked your smart speaker for the weather. That's AI at work. These applications might not be as mind-blowing as a sentient machine, but they're making our lives easier and more efficient. And the exciting part is that AI is constantly evolving. As researchers develop more sophisticated algorithms and models, we can expect even more impressive AI-powered applications in the near future. Let's zoom in on one of AI's most powerful subsets: machine learning. Instead of being explicitly programmed, machine learning algorithms learn from data. Imagine feeding a massive data set of cat pictures to an algorithm. Over time, it starts to recognize patterns, edges, shapes, what makes a cat a cat. The more data you feed it, the better it gets. With more data, the algorithm can pick up on nuances and make more accurate predictions. Data is the fuel that powers these algorithms, allowing them to learn and improve. Alright, now let's dive into something truly next-level theory of mind: AI. This is where things get really interesting because we're talking about AI that can understand not just what you do, but why you do it. Imagine an AI that can understand your emotions, your beliefs, your intentions. It could anticipate your needs before you even articulate them, or understand the subtle cues in a conversation that humans pick up on. Think about the possibilities in human-computer interaction. We could have virtual assistants that are genuinely helpful, not just responding to commands but understanding the context and intent behind them. It could revolutionize fields like education, healthcare, and even entertainment. But here's the catch: theory of mind AI is still in its early stages. Replicating the complexity of human emotions and consciousness is a massive challenge. It's like trying to build a smartphone before you've even discovered electricity. We're still figuring out the fundamentals, but the potential here is mind-blowing. We're constantly communicating, whether it's through spoken words, written text, or even emojis. And for AI to truly integrate into our lives, it needs to understand us. That's where natural language processing, or NLP, comes in. NLP is all about teaching machines to understand and process human language, not just recognizing words, but understanding their meaning, context, even the sentiment behind them. It's the tech that powers your voice assistant, translates languages in real time, and even helps you write better emails. Think about the last time you asked Siri or Google Assistant a question. NLP is what allows them to decipher your request, even with variations in speech patterns or accents. It's the reason you can have a conversation with your phone and it actually understands what you're saying. But NLP goes beyond just understanding. It's also about generating human-like text. Think chatbots that can hold natural conversations, AI-powered writing assistants, and even personalized content creation. As NLP technology advances, we're going to see even more seamless and intuitive interactions between humans and machines. Alright, so we've talked about AI that can learn, AI that can see, but what about AI that can outthink us? That's where artificial superintelligence, or ASI, comes in. This is the kind of AI that keeps futurists up at night, and for good reason. We're talking about a hypothetical intelligence that doesn't just understand and learn, but surpasses human capabilities in every single way. Think problem solving on a level we can't even comprehend, creativity that redefines art and science, and maybe even consciousness itself, who knows. Now, before you start prepping for the robot uprising, remember this is still very much theoretical. We're nowhere near creating ASI, and some experts argue we may never get there. But the possibility alone raises some big questions about the future of humanity and our place in a world potentially run by machines smarter than us. Let's shift gears now and talk about something a little more tangible. Computer vision. In a nutshell, this is all about teaching machines to see and interpret the world the way we do. And it's not just about recognizing images, it's about understanding them. Think about it, when you look at a picture, you don't just see a random collection of colors and shapes. You see objects, you recognize faces, you understand the context of the scene. Computer vision aims to replicate that kind of visual intelligence in machines, and it's already being used in some pretty incredible ways. From facial recognition unlocking your phone to self-driving cars navigating streets, computer vision is powering a future where machines can perceive and interact with the visual world just like we can. We've covered some pretty advanced AI concepts so far, but let's take it back to basics. Before we can have machines that think like humans, we need machines that can react to their environment. That's where reactive AI comes in. This is the most basic type of AI, and as the name suggests, it's all about reacting to specific inputs with pre-programmed responses. Imagine a simple calculator. You input a problem, it gives you the answer. That's reactive AI in action. Now you might be thinking, that's not very impressive, and you'd be right. Reactive AI doesn't have any memory or learning capabilities, it can't learn from past experiences or adapt to new situations. But it's an important stepping stone in the development of more sophisticated AI systems. Alright, so we've talked about a bunch of different AI concepts, but now let's talk about something a little more tangible. Robots. Remember those clunky robots from old sci-fi movies? Yeah, we're way past that now. Robotics is where AI really gets to put its skills to the test. Literally. We're talking about machines designed to perform tasks. And with AI, they can do it autonomously. Think about it, robots that can learn and adapt to new situations, that's some next level stuff. And we're seeing this play out in so many fields, manufacturing, healthcare, even exploration. Robots are stepping up. The craziest part? This is just the beginning. As AI evolves, who knows what robots will be capable of? It's both exciting and a little bit intimidating, right? Welcome to the future, where robots are becoming a bigger part of our lives. So we've talked about robots, but AI's impact goes way beyond just physical machines. Let's talk about expert systems. Basically, imagine having access to the knowledge of a top expert in any field, available 24/7. That's the idea behind expert systems. These are AI programs fed with massive amounts of data in a specific domain. They use that knowledge to analyze situations and provide recommendations. Think medical diagnosis, financial planning, even legal advice. It's like having a super smart consultant at your fingertips. And the best part? Expert systems are constantly learning and improving as they're exposed to more data. This means they're getting better at what they do, making them even more valuable over time. It's like upgrading your expert consultant to a whole new level. Now, we've talked about AI learning from data, but things get really interesting with the concept of limited memory. This is where AI takes things up a notch by actually remembering past experiences to make smarter decisions in the present. Think of it like this. Imagine an AI driving a car. It's not enough to just know the rules of the road. It needs to remember that near miss it had with a cyclist, or that time it almost slid on a patch of ice. That's where limited memory comes in. It allows the AI to analyze those past events and adjust its driving style accordingly. The more it drives, the more it learns, and the safer it becomes. And this concept isn't limited to self-driving cars. It's used in everything from personalized recommendations on your favorite streaming platform to fraud detection systems that learn from past patterns. It's like giving AI a little bit of hindsight, and the results are pretty incredible. Alright, so we've gone pretty deep into the world of AI, but it's important to remember that not all AI is created equal. Some systems are surprisingly simple, like reactive machines. These are the foundation upon which more complex systems are built. Imagine an AI that operates solely on reflexes. It takes in information, processes it, and responds. Think of Deep Blue, the chess-playing AI. It analyzed the board and made logical plays, but it didn't remember past games or learn from mistakes. It reacted to the present moment. These reactive machines might seem limited, but they play a crucial role in AI's grand scheme. So, we've talked about AI that reacts to the present moment, but what about AI that learns from its experiences? That's where reinforcement learning comes in. And trust me, it's a game changer. Imagine training a dog. You give it treats for good behavior, right? Well, reinforcement learning is kind of like that, but for algorithms. You let the AI loose in a virtual environment and give it rewards for making good decisions. The AI doesn't know the rules of the game. It has to figure things out through trial and error. Over time, it starts to connect the dots, realizing which actions lead to those sweet, sweet rewards. It's like learning to ride a bike. You fall a few times, adjust your balance, and eventually, you're cruising. This type of learning is powering some seriously cool applications, from game-playing AIs that can crush human opponents to robots that can navigate complex environments without bumping into everything. It's all about learning by doing, and it's pushing the boundaries of what AI can achieve. Alright, let's talk about the future of transportation, because self-driving cars are no longer a sci-fi fantasy. They're right around the corner, and you can thank AI, specifically a cocktail of different AI technologies, for making it all possible. We're talking about cars that can navigate busy streets, obey traffic laws, and get you safely from point A to point B, all without any human intervention. Think about that for a second. No more road rage, no more distracted driving, just pure AI-powered efficiency. But how does it actually work? Well, these vehicles are like rolling data centers packed with sensors, cameras, and some seriously powerful AI brains. They use computer vision to see the world around them, interpreting road signs, detecting pedestrians, and avoiding obstacles. They rely on reinforcement learning to make split-second decisions, constantly analyzing data and adapting to changing road conditions. It's a symphony of AI technologies, all working in harmony to revolutionize the way we drive. Or rather, the way we don't drive in the future. We interact with our devices in so many ways, but using our voices has become incredibly common, and that's all thanks to speech recognition. This tech lets our phones understand us when we ask Siri for directions or tell Alexa to play our favorite tunes. The ability of a machine to decipher the nuances of human speech is seriously impressive. Converting sound waves into text that a device can understand is complex stuff. Speech recognition has come a long way, from basic dictation software to sophisticated voice assistants, and it's only getting better. Alright, let's talk about AI that takes the wheel, metaphorically speaking, of course. We're talking about autonomous AI, systems designed to make their own decisions and take actions without any human intervention. This is where things get really interesting, because we're essentially talking about machines that can operate independently. Think about self-driving cars navigating through traffic, drones delivering packages without a pilot, or even robots performing complex tasks in factories. Now, the level of autonomy can vary. Some systems might have limited decision-making power within a specific set of rules, while others might be more adaptable and able to learn from their experiences. This is where concepts like machine learning and deep learning come into play, allowing these AI systems to improve their performance over time. Autonomous AI has the potential to revolutionize various industries, from transportation and logistics to healthcare and manufacturing. But with this level of independence comes important questions about safety, ethics, and the role of humans in an increasingly automated world. So we've talked about a lot of different types of AI, from the really broad like AGI to the super specific, and that's where narrow AI, sometimes called weak AI, comes in. This is the AI that's really good at one thing, like a specialist in its field. Think about facial recognition on your phone. That's narrow AI. It's trained on tons of data to recognize faces, and it does that really well. But ask it to write you a poem, and it's going to be completely lost. Same goes for things like spam filtering, music recommendations, even language translation. These are all examples of narrow AI doing its thing. It's not trying to be a jack of all trades, it's mastering one specific area. And the crazy thing is, even though it's called weak AI, it's anything but weak when it comes to its designated task. In fact, it often surpasses human capabilities in those specific areas. That's why narrow AI is so prevalent today. It's powering so many of the technologies we use every single day, even if we don't realize it. From the recommendations you get on your favorite streaming service to the way your smart home devices understand your commands, narrow AI is everywhere. Now let's talk about where all this AI processing actually happens. Traditionally, a lot of it has been done in the cloud, but increasingly, we're seeing a shift towards edge AI. This means bringing the AI processing power directly to the device itself. Edge AI does it all right there on the device, and this has some major advantages. First off, it reduces latency. Think about something like a self-driving car. Edge AI allows for real-time processing. It also enhances privacy and security, plus it reduces reliance on a constant internet connection. So there you have it, a whirlwind tour through the diverse world of AI. From AGI to narrow AI and the speed of edge AI, we're witnessing a technological revolution. It's a future filled with incredible possibilities. This technology will transform industries and redefine how we live and work. What are the ethical considerations? How do we ensure AI is used for good? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more insightful content.